Okay, so machine learning. You've heard this term thrown around everywhere, right? But what does it really mean when we say a machine learns? We're going to break down exactly what it is, how it works, and, why it's already a massive part of your everyday life.
Before we even get into the techie side of things, let's start with something we all know. How do you learn? Turns out, there are really only three main ways we learn anything new. And if you get these, you'll get everything else we talk about today.
All right, so first up, how we learn. Let's look at these three paths to knowledge.
Think about it, right? It pretty much boils down to three things. First, you learn with a teacher. Someone shows you a picture and says, "That's a dog." Easy enough. Second, you learn from past lessons. You see a bunch of animals you've never seen before, but you can still group all the dogs together. And third, you learn through good old trial and error. Nobody gives a baby a manual for walking. They try, they fall, they get back up, and they figure it out. Teacher, past lessons, and trial and error. Got it? Good.
So, why the little psychology lesson? Well, here's the kicker. This is where all this complicated technology becomes surprisingly intuitive. Those three ways we learn, they are the exact blueprint for how machine learning works.
Okay, Section 2, when machines learn. Let's get a solid definition for what we actually mean by an intelligent program. All right, now this is the official academic definition. And I know, it looks a little dense, kind of wordy, but honestly, it's just breaking down a really simple idea. All you need to remember are three letters: T for task, P for performance, and E for experience. Let's unpack that. Here's the deal. A machine is learning if it gets better at a job the more data it sees. That's it. The task, T, is what you want it to do, say, spot spam emails. The experience, E, is the data you feed it. Thousands and thousands of examples of what spam looks like and what it doesn't. And performance, P, is just how good it gets at it. If its spam detection accuracy goes up the more emails it sees, congratulations, it's learning.
And this isn't some newfangled idea. This has been a journey decades in the making. It started way back in 1950 with Alan Turing just asking the question, can machines think? From there, we got a program that could learn checkers, then the first simulated brain, all leading up to 2016 when Google's AlphaGo did something truly incredible. It beat the world's best Go player, a game so complex, so intuitive, many thought a machine could never master it.
So what's going on under the hood? Well, it's kind of like a three-step dance. First, data input. You just pour in tons and tons of data. Then comes abstraction. The machine isn't just memorizing. It's looking for the hidden rules, the patterns. It's creating its own little summary of what the data means. And then, the magic part, generalization. It takes that summary and uses it to make smart predictions about brand new stuff it has never, ever seen before.
All right, on to Section 3. Now remember those three ways humans learn? Get ready, because they're about to make a comeback. This is how machines mirror us.
So, on one hand, you have supervised learning. This is learning with a teacher. It's like you're giving the machine a giant stack of flashcards with the answers already on them. This picture is a cat, this one is a dog. It learns to spot the patterns because you've labeled everything for it. On the other hand, there's unsupervised learning. This is learning from past lessons. Here, you just dump a huge, messy pile of data in front of the machine and say, figure it out. It has to find the hidden groups and structures all on its own.
And that, of course, brings us to our third and final type of learning.
This is reinforcement learning, and it's pure trial and error. It's just like that baby learning to walk. The system, called an agent, tries something. If it does the right thing, like a self-driving car staying perfectly in its lane, it gets a little digital treat, a reward. If it messes up, say it bumps a curb, it gets a penalty. Now imagine it doing this millions of times per second. Over time, it just naturally figures out the best strategy to get the most rewards. It literally teaches itself.
So, Section 4, ML in your life. You might be thinking, okay, cool tech, but what does this have to do with me? The answer? Everything. You are swimming in machine learning all day, every day, and most of the time, you don't even notice. That instant fraud alert you get on your phone when your bank sees a weird charge? That's machine learning. The way your favorite shopping site seems to read your mind and recommend the exact thing you were looking for? That's machine learning too. It's working behind the scenes constantly. And it's doing some truly amazing things in healthcare. Your fitness tracker uses it to analyze your health data. It's helping doctors spot diseases in X-rays with incredible accuracy. And get this, some models can now identify signs of breast cancer cells in a mammogram a full year before a human radiologist could. I mean,
just think about the lives that could save. And, of course, it's in all the tech you touch. Your email spam filter? That's pure ML. The way your social media feed seems to know you so well? That's an ML model curating it just for you. It's even reading that messy handwriting on letters to help sort the mail.
Which brings us to our last section, the future of learning. We've seen that machines learn a lot like we do. So, what does that mean for what's coming next? What does this new partnership look like?
I think the biggest thing to take away is this. Machine intelligence isn't some strange alien thing that just appeared. It's a mirror. It's built from our data, which is really just a record of our experiences, our decisions, our history, and our world.
And that leaves us with one final, kind of mind-bending question to think about. If these systems are learning from the sum total of human experience, from all of our collective knowledge, what new patterns will they find? What new connections will they make that we, ourselves, have always missed? What will they one day teach us?